In today's video, we're going to be taking some Steins Gate inspired shots. Super excited for this one. Cannot wait to go. Absolutely love Steins Gate. Repping my boy, Ho in Kioma. There you go. So in today's video, we are going to be taking some Steins Gate inspired shots. I recently did a Pokemon Halloween themed video, and I enjoyed that so much that I wanted to do another video in that style. Of course, I wanted to do seasons, but I thought, man, let's do some franchises. I've recently been watching some Steins Gate, and I also took this picture of Makise Kurisu recently, and that kind of got my vibe going. Steins Gate is it's one of my most favorite anime of all time. Like, absolutely love it. It's just, man, I could go on about Steins Gate for like a long time. So basically, I just wanted to take a load of Steins Gate shots, and I thought, you know what, I'll make a video out of it as well because I enjoyed the last one. So we're going to be taking 4 shots in this video. We're going to have one of, obviously, Rintaro Okabe, aka Hoin Kioma. Yeah, boy, you know what I'm saying. We're also going to have, of course, Makise Kurisu as well. Got a really cool idea for that one. Need to have Mayuri in there, man. Need to have Mayuri, of course. And like the other Nendo we've got, Faris. So, like, let's go, mate. Well, looking forward to these. So, without further ado, let's get into the first shot. Right, so the first shot I want to go for is this really moody, dramatic Steins Gate image. One of the things I just absolutely love about Steins Gate is the way it went from this slice of life show to this just absolute bombshell of emotions kicking off. And I think like Okabe was perfect. His character was brilliant in that transition. And this is something I want to create. One of the it's just, you know, like the whole time like Mayuri was like constantly dying. He was going through different world lines to save her, and he was just getting more and more broken, like, Mayuri! You know, a death curling scream. That's what I wanted to go for with this shot. I wanted one of those timeline kind of like captured moments, if that makes sense. So we're going for, obviously, Okabe himself over here. What I've actually done with him is I've put one of Subaru Natsuki's faces on him from ReZero and Android, and I think that just captures the absolute perfect shock on there. Like, the eyes on Okabe and Subaru are quite similar. Their designs and characters are kind of quite similar as well. So we went with that. And obviously I've also got poor Mayuri over here, who has not had a great time in one of these world lines. So it's a nice and simple shot, but I really want to make it epic. So let's turn these lights off. I'll quickly show you what I'm going with, and then we'll get into it. So we've got this kind of setup over here. The diorama I'm using is one of my dungeon walls that I'd made myself. I just like the texture on there. I think it makes like a nice kind of like ground-like image. Obviously, we've got Okabe standing over here, and he's just witnessed Mayuri falling for one of the 100,000th time that he has seen it. Our poor guy. Easy kind of setup. I'm just going with a black background for this one. Reason being is that in Photoshop I want to remove the background. I kind of want to go into like a dark alleyway or something, just to kind of fill out the scene and make it a little bit moody and dramatic. Lighting for this one, I've still got my studio light on at the moment, but we're just going to go for a lume cube with a snoot. And I'm probably going to have it like shining just over there to create this moody, dramatic looking shot. So I think that's about it for this one. It should be a nice simple one to shoot. I think the main magic's going to be over in Photoshop. So let's go do that, and we'll look at the final shot. right, next shot, we're gonna stick in the same area over here because I want to use this black background that I've got going on over here. The idea with this shot is to recreate like Amadeus. I think that would just be really cool. It just kind of popped into my head. So we're gonna be using the Kurisu Makase figure of her in her lab coat. I think she looks really good. Obviously, this one's gonna be such a simple shot because I want to take just a shot with her, and I've already taken a photo of myself just holding like my phone. So the idea is to kind of like implant like Amadeus into my hand. I thought it'd be really cool to kind of go from like Okabe's perspective, so to speak, as if he's talking to Amadeus, which I think is pretty cool. So let's turn off the lights and I'll show you really simply how we did this one, then we'll move on to like editing in the final shot. Right, here we go. We've got Kurisu set up over here. Like this one's just gonna be really super simple. It's just the figure. I've just got a couple of lume cubes, I should say, either side, just lighting her up. We don't want her absolutely too bright because we'll be manipulating this, but we want her lit enough that we can edit this in Photoshop. We've got her on her base. I don't mind the circle bases, to be fair, in terms of like Nendroid bases. I think the circle one's my favorite. However, like photography wise, we don't want that end there, but it's fine. Whenever we look at Amadeus, she's always kind of shot from like the waist up anyway. So that's the image we're going for there. And make those those light flares, by the way. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, it's gonna be really simple just to have that kind of like portrait perspective of her. Then what we're gonna do is basically just kind of edit and manipulate that to make it look like Amadeus, like on the phone, if that makes sense. And then we're gonna try and implant that onto the image of me holding my phone to see how that looks overall. So let's move into that and see if we can pull it off. Fingers crossed, people. I've got the next shot set up, and what I wanted to go for was a Mayuri shot, luckily alive in this world line. However, what I wanted to do was her classic, you know how she points her hand at the sky? Like that weird little kind of like trait of hers. I say weird, it's quite cute, I like it actually. So I wanted to capture that. I've got a digirama set up over here of basically like a city that was beaming down some light, and I've got Mayuri posed just with her hand in the air. I can probably take her apart now. She was an absolute nightmare to set up. But yeah, we've got Mayuri in this pose going on over here. This arm is actually from another Nendroid. She doesn't have any hands where she's got them open like that. And it's, I don't know if you can see, but we have had to like blue tack her in there. We had to do the same with her feet as well because she just wouldn't stand, and I didn't want, because it was a shot from the back of her as well, I didn't want like the stand being there. We had to use a wire in the end, but a wire is a lot easier to remove than an Android stand. So let's set this back up and I'll show you what it looks like. Right then, here's the setup for the Mayuri shot. So we've got Mayuri stood here. She's actually got like blue tack and we've got a wire being lent up like a lens, keeping her in check there. For some reason Mayuri's like really top heavy in the head, like especially when you put the hat on as well. It just completely went for it. Here's the background we've got over here, this cooler like nice city sky, very Steins Gate Akihabara themed. Just got a couple of lights, beaming light onto Mayuri, and that snoot again, just giving her a bit of light at the back just to make it a little bit lighter. Got 2 studio lights on this as well, just to give that much more kind of light that we're outside. This reflective surface looked really cool, like down there. It kind of like reflected the sky and the city and everything like that, so I'm hoping I've caught that in the photo, but really happy with this one. Obviously like that arm standing there nicely. So yeah, let's have a look at how this one turned out. Alright then, final Steins Gate shot I want to take is with none other than Best Made Faris, right? Obviously, got her in this like sick kind of like cat made posed kind of thing. Really simple shot, this one. I thought the others were kind of like, there was a bit of thought going into this one. This one, I basically just want to take a picture of Faris in a cat cafe and like make a nice edit out of it. So that is what we're going for with that one. And who doesn't love a bit of Faris, man? Who doesn't love a bit of Faris? Daru loves a bit of Faris. That's what I'm saying. So I thought nice and simple one just to finish this off, and just another Nendo I wanted to shoot basically. So let's have a look at how I've set this one up. Right then, nice and simple this shot. Obviously I've got it set up on this wooden desk. Obviously really matches the cafe diorama that I've got going on in the background. A couple of lume cubes. I've got warmer filters on them just kind of add that nice warm atmosphere of like probably the cafe evening. Hopefully that works out because the windows in the diorama are more so daylight, but I thought like a nice cozy feel might be quite cool with that one. Obviously got the Nendo stand on this one. What I'm thinking is the good old technique of basically taking a shot, not like touching anything at all, removing Faris, taking another shot, and then easily getting rid of that stand. I have a tutorial on that, so yeah, make sure you check that out if you want to know that kind of technique. Again, I did leave these 2 kind of key lights on there. They basically just added like a nice bit of fill to the Nendo there and just made the overall shot look really good. So after a bit of Lightroom editing and Photoshop, this is what the Faris shot looks like. And there we have it. There are our 4 Steins Gate inspired shots there. Obviously, you may have noticed these were all Nendroids. I do have some scales of Steins Gate, but I could have honestly taken so many pictures. So I thought, you know what, we'll just do some Nendroids for this one, and then maybe we'll, you know, I might do another one for Steins Gate and do some of the scale figures as well. I've got a really good Makase Kurisu one coming next year, I believe. Also, can we get more Steins Gate Nendos, man? We're missing Daru, man. We're missing Daru. I need my boy. I need my boy Hack. Where is he at? Can we get a petition? Good small. Where be hack? Hashtag where be hack, you know? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed these shots. Some of these I just thought of and I was just, I was so driven into it, which led to me making this video. Let me know in the comment section below which one was your favorite. Also, if you'd like to see me do more franchise things like this, let me know in the comment section below. Obviously, I've got loads of anime stuff. I've got like loads of like ReZero, like Day Alive, freaking, like you name it. I pretty much got it. Magica, actually, that could be a really good one to do. But also I might do some of these for like Star Wars, like certain characters. Then we've got like Pokemon and then all the seasons and whatnot. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below if there's one that you'd like me to do, and if I've got the figures for it, then I want more. I'll definitely oblige, because these are so much fun to make. But guys, I'm rambling here. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Honestly, really do appreciate you. As always, don't forget to smash the like button, as it really does help your boy out. Hit the subscribe button for more of these videos, and I'll see you soon. Till then, you take care of yourself, okay? Bye-bye. I totally realised that I'd signed that out completely the wrong way, man. Completely the wrong way. This is a Steins Gate video. We got Ho and Kyoma in here. So guys, thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, El Sai Konku.